I would. Thank you very much for making that comment, because it was something I was about to say. Despite controversially, for myself being a student, I know there is a massive glut of student houses around. Just walking around the area today, I live in this area not too far away, there are still tons of houses available for let. There seems to be far too much focus on student housing. There is enough houses for the students, I'm sure of it. I was able to find houses up until the day before university started last year. So there is definitely more than enough houses. So like you said, why are we focusing on getting more huge blocks of student houses built when there's so many other houses around the place that are available? We need to get those refocused. As you said, they provide low-cost alternative housing that can be used to house the homeless people within the city. The problem is, the landlords don't want to give it up because they're ripping off the students by charging them a fortune. It's guaranteed money for the students, for the landlords, for a house that's unoccupied 6 months a year.
It ranged from £67 to £85 per student flat.
Yeah.
Fully facilitated with furniture and white goods.
Absolutely.
So they're not ripping people off, because that even falls short in the cost it costs to keep us for a week in one of these units.
You say that, but then looking at it, I mean, if you look at a student house around in this area, you're paying £1,200 a month for that student house, where the equivalent house in the going out to professional people, it's being charged at £600 a month. So they are raking in money there which they don't need to be raking in.
It costs £1,600 a month per person in a homeless hospital or a semi-independent living hospital.
Absolutely, and that would be more guaranteed money.
Okay, hang on, we're starting to get quite a lot of questions. Carl, you were next.
Mr. Salisbury, you're on about finding land or making land to build housing on. Where will we take it from?
I'm talking about, if you look across the city, there are a lot of comparatively small parcels, or very tight boundaries of the city, comparatively small parcels of brownfield sites, formerly used for industry, manufacturing, office warehouse, of that sort, that can be brought back into use. And the council has been incredibly timid. That's a kind way of describing it, actually. Cowardly, others might suggest, in the use of its powers to actually make this land available, to use compulsory purchase to make it available, and to make it available for rented property. And yes, it's out there, but it's in mostly small parcels in the sort of city we've got with these very tight boundaries.
Rob?
A couple more questions on this issue, then I want to move, and I would like to bring in some of the candidates that haven't spoken yet. Lady in the front first, and then lady in the back second. No, you second.
Rob, I was under the impression that you'd invited comment from the audience about what people thought of the answers they'd heard to the first question, not new questions. Yes. And my comment, having listened to these first responses, is that I think the key point really is about land and the fact that developers